Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Monday only here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. If you go to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show, you can tune into the live broadcast. I want to welcome you to the April 18th, 2022 Vinyl Treasure Show. I feature my 1960s original vinyl 45's. We do it from 8 to 11 p.m., and welcome all. I'll be in the chat room momentarily, as this is all going to be a lot better starting next Monday night, that is for sure. But we opened up with the third release of this song called Let There Be Drums, done by Sandy Nelson. Initially, he released it in September of 61. Then on the Imperial record label. Then again in April of 65, it was called Let There Be Drums 66. And this is the third time with kind of a different sound to it from August of 1969. And my copy reads Let There Be Drums. I think the other one says Let There Be Drums and Brass. I think some of the 45's, but I have a promo that just reads it as Let There Be Drums. But it comes from, it's a single off of an LP Sandy Nelson did, Manhattan Spiritual. And that one there from August 69, the third rendition of the tune. We're going to send that one out to Ray Boom Boom. We're also going to send it out to Kenny Mack, who was asking me to play a Sandy Nelson, maybe the original, but I don't know. Anyway, enough of my babbling here. Let's open up with the vocal portion. We go to Cleveland, Ohio for this next singer. His real name is Lee Kuili, or Kuili, something like that, but his stage name is Barry Lee, and this is his first release. Originally came out on the Retta record label. I'm featuring it on the Veep label. Veep picked it up, and Baki and the Visions are doing background vocals on this. This one from October 1964. Let's give a listen to Barry Lee and the uncredited Baki and the Visions in the background on the Veep label. It's called Make It.
Becomes a man in our society. It is time to make good and find a way of life. He's got to make it for himself. Oh, yeah, make it for himself. Oh, 'cause there's no one in this world who will help him to succeed. Yeah, make it for himself. And be forgotten. He's got to walk down the line, or he'll be left behind. He's not a boy anymore. He can't play with his toys anymore. He's got to make it for himself. Yeah, make it for himself. He's got to make it for himself. Make it, make it, make it, make it. Yeah, make it for himself. Make it, make it, make it, make it. He's got to make it for himself. Make it, make it, make it, make it. Yeah, make it for himself. Make it, make it, make it, make it. He's got to make it.
Yeah, we open up the vocal portion there with Barry Lee. Barry Lee, his debut single on, I have it on the Veep label. That's the second label. First came out on the Retta label, October 1964 release. Song entitled Make It. Johnny G makes it here just in the nick of time to do the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue here. Let's go to Houston, Texas for this gal. Her real name is Marlene Teasley, but she recorded as June Conquest. Her first release came out on the Fame label back in 1965. I think I featured her Windy City release from 1967 here on the Monday night program, but this one is from 1968 on Curtis Mayfield's Curtom Records out of Chicago, Illinois. This one produced by Curtis Mayfield and arranged by Johnny Pate, February 1968. Give a listen to June Conquest, and she has one on Fame too, by the way. Yeah, we said that. Her name is June Conquest on Curtom Records. It's called What's This I See?
What's this I see?
What's this I see?
Standing here before me, it's my baby.
It's my baby.
I'm so surprised.
I'm so surprised.
He's got tears in his eyes. It's my baby.
It's my baby.
I remember when he left. He said he found the best girl in the world. But now that he broken your heart, you're begging me to understand what's this I see.
What's this I see?
On bending knees, it's my baby.
It's my baby.
I can't believe my eyes. He's crying. It's my baby.
It's my baby.
You've been hurt, this I know, but I won't say I told you so. I told you I'd always be your fool. I'll take you back, 'cause I still love you.
What's this I see? What's this I see? What's this I see?
Oh, standing here before me, my baby.
It's my baby.
I'm so surprised.
I'm so surprised.
He's got tears in his eyes. It's my baby.
It's my baby.
I remember when you left. You said you found the best girl in the world. But now that he has broken your heart, you're begging me to understand what's this I see.
What's this I see?
Oh, my baby.
What's this I see?
And he's begging me
What's this I see?
down on his knees.
What's this I see?
Oh, yeah.
That's Miss June Conquest. June Conquest from February 1968. That's on the Curtom record. I wonder if the Impressions were backing her up on that. I don't know. Possibly. June Conquest with What's This I See? Well, you see Johnny G spinning my original vinyl 45's, those of you on YouTube. Let's continue now, and let's go to 1966 now for this singer by the name of Billy Woods. He recorded 2 on the Verve record label, and this is his first. I think I featured his second not too long ago here on the Monday night show, but this one from October 1966. It's Billy Woods on the Verve record label. Lots of writing on my copy, that DJ copy I was showing those of you watching on YouTube, so it was hard to read, but the title, you couldn't read the title that well. The title's called I Don't Want to Lose Your Love. This is Billy Woods from October 1966.
Girl, I know I haven't done the things that I should do, baby. And I can't blame you, girl, when you say that we're through. I know, but I've made up my mind that I've done wrong for the very last time, and I don't wanna lose your love. Baby, I don't wanna lose your love. what I say is true. 'Cause I made up my mind that I'm gonna run for the very last time, and I don't wanna lose your love. Baby, I don't wanna lose your love. Sometimes a man lets pride hold back what he feels inside, but my love for you is too strong to hide. I don't wanna lose your love. Baby, I don't wanna lose your love. Yes, I need it right now. I need all your love, baby. Oh, baby.
That's Mr. Billy Woods, his second release on the Verve record label, October 66 release. I Don't Want to Lose Your Love is the name of the tune. Johnny G here on a Monday evening, spinning 1960s 45s out of my collection. Up next, this group was one of my aunt's favorite groups. As this group started back, I think 1953, 54 originally, recording as the El Rays, but then they changed their names to the Dells, and they had so many great tunes on VJ Records, but they signed with other labels, also Argo Records, a subsidiary of Chess Records, and Chess Records kind of morphed into the Cadet record label, and this was a side that my aunt always loved. It was from November of 1967, actually came out with two different flips, and one of the flips, I think the first flip side on Cadet 5574 was a song called There Is, which was re-released or was put out as an A-side in 1967, December of 67, and became the bigger hit. But what was first played on the radio was this side, a ballad, a great ballad here from November 1967, and this one here charted number 22 on the Billboard R&B chart, was number 61 on Billboard. I think it was number 50 on Cashbox, and a big number 4 record on WFEC in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. As I mentioned, November 1967 release for the Great Dells on the Cadet record label, and their tune called Ooh, Ooh, I Love You.
In my mind, thoughts are formed. The pen writes, and words are born. Because we're shy when we're young, I'll let my heart speak in place of my tongue.
Darling, here's a letter written just for you. Next time I'll do better.
Next time, but oh, baby, what I had to say, page after page, I wrote it this way. I love you. from start to finish. Mine simply says,
That's a great sound of the Dells there. Every time I hear that record, I think of my Aunt Mary. She passed away 2 years ago, but I'll send that out to her. She loved that record, The Dells there, November 1967. On the Cadet label, Ooh, I Love You is the name of the tune. First came out on Cadet number 5574, and with a flip side of There Is, and then they re-released it 5574 with a different flip side. I have to check if I have the other flip side. It's called The Change We Go Through, parentheses, for Love. That sounds like an interesting tune. I don't know if I've ever heard that one. And then their next release after that was There Is, which was released in December of 67. Actually, both records look like they were released in December 67, at least the second one. But anyway, Johnny G babbling on here. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Here's one from my test show. I did a test show, last week? I think I got a couple records. Maybe the next two records are from the test show. I think I have more, though. But here's a girl group out of Philadelphia. They used to sing while at church. They used to sing as the Little Cooperettes, and they were managed by their mother, Ethel Cooper, and she was instrumental with getting them signed to Brunswick Records. They had 3 releases on the Brunswick label. Let's give a listen to their first. This group consisted of Angie, Debbie, Jeanette, and Tina Cooper, a.k.a. the Cooperettes. This is from June 1966. It's on Brunswick Records. It's called Goodbye School.
Goodbye
They're called the Cooperettes, wishing for school to be over. That doesn't happen until June, at least for the high school students, I guess. Or, the regular public schools will be out. I think it's in June, if I remember. So I wish I could go back to school, buy all these records all over again. And those are the Cooperettes there, June 1966, release on the Brunswick record label, Goodbye School. That's their first of three. And also, I think they have later releases on ABC and also IDB Records. And anyway, let's stay in Philadelphia here with this great group. And they had a big hit back in 1967. I'm sure you're familiar with the tune Cowboys to Girls, or was it 68? I think it was a big record for them. Number 6, I think, on Billboard. Number 1 on the R&B charts. But let's give a listen to their 7th release. This might have been the follow-up to Cowboys to Girls, if I'm not mistaken. And it's from May of 1968, and it features Sam Little Sonny Brown on lead. This didn't do quite as well on the Billboard charts. Actually, it was number 41 on Cashbox, 26 on Billboard, number 4 on the R&B, but it was a number 1 record somewhere, like a WROV in Roanoke, Virginia, May 1968. These are the Intruders on Gamble Records, and it's baseball season now, isn't it, folks? And the name of the tune is called Love is Like a Baseball Game. The Intruders.
Love is just like a baseball game. 3 strikes, you're up. Up to bat, I thought I hit a love run. But to my surprise, I found I didn't hit none. Threw her love so fast, she put me in a daze. Never knew that love could come so many ways. Strike 1, she took me by surprise, right in front of my eyes. Oh, I was out without a doubt. Oh, I was out. Oh, just like a baseball game. 3 strikes, you're up. 3 strikes, you're out, whether you win or lose. Oh, love is like a baseball game. Everybody's got to play some dues. Oh, I'm up to bat. I'm gonna try love one more time. I really love this girl, and I'm gonna make her mine. I ain't never won when I played a baseball game. And it seems that love and baseball are just the same. Strike 1, oh, she did it again. Strike 2, looks like I'm never gonna win. Strike 3, oh, I was out without a doubt. I was out. Oh, love is just like a baseball game. 3 strikes, you're up. 3 strikes, you're out, whether you win or lose. I said love is just like a baseball game. 3 strikes, you're up. Oh, everybody's got to pay some dues. Got to pay some dues. Love is just like a baseball game. 3 strikes, you're up. 3 strikes, you're out, whether you win or lose. I said love is just like a baseball game. 3 strikes, you're up. Oh, everybody's got to pay some dues. Got to see it again. Love, love, 3 strikes, you're up. 3 strikes, you're out, whether you win or lose.
I guess that we can call that probably hit one, really hit one, national hit one. Although 26 on the Billboard, that's got to be a pretty big hit. There's a lot of sales on that record there. That was the great Intruders there. Sam Little Sonny Brown on lead, May 1968. The follow-up to Cowboys to Girls. It's called, in parentheses, Love is Like a, close parentheses, baseball game. And that one there on the Gamble record label. That's a styrene press too. I probably have it on vinyl. I would always pick up the the Intruders records. Actually, anything on the Gamble label I would pick up. So those are records I have multiple copies of. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We go to Memphis, Tennessee for this next group. Initially, they recorded as the Chips in 1961 for Satellite Records, which Satellite Records, of course, would eventually become Stax Records when they changed their name to the Astors. They had 4 releases on Stax Records as the Astors. Of course, their biggest was their second, was a song called Candy, but this was the follow-up. This one came out in September of 1965. It features Curtis Johnson on lead. This charted number 8. This was a number 8 record on WOPA in Chicago, Illinois. Let's give a listen to the Astors on the Stax label. It's called In the Twilight Zone. Those are the Astors. The Astors there on the Stax record label. That's their third release for Stax from September 1965. The Astors with In the Twilight Zone. Sometimes Johnny G feels like I'm in the Twilight. I still feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone with this COVID stuff still lurking around the corner, yes. But let's continue here on Vinyl Treasure Show. As on Vinyl Treasure Show, we go to Harlem, New York for this next artist. And I didn't know this record first came out. Initial release of this was in 1967 on the Fania label. Didn't know that. I have it on the Uptight label. This is their third of 7 for Mr. Joe Baton. Joe Baton, and this is actually a cover. This song really originally done by Tommy James and the Shondells. Came out on Roulette Records in May. Was it May of '69? I think originally. No, it can't be. If it was first done. Wait a minute. Check this. I got it backwards here. So this is Joe Baton, who first started recording on the Fania label in 1967. Then he switched over to it's actually Jerry Masucci's Fania label, who also owned this label, Uptight Records, I think. And this is his third of 7 on the Uptight label. That makes sense, because this record came out in June of 1969, because Tommy James's releases was in 1968. But this was a number 6 record on WWRL. So let's go back to June of 1969 for this cover tune by Joe Bataan on Uptight Records, and his rendition of the tune Crystal Blue Persuasion. Cover tunes here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's Joe Bataan's version of Tommy James's Crystal Blue Persuasion. Came out on the Uptight record label in June of 1969. Let's move into 1965 now, the fall of 65 for this gal. She was a member of the 3 Degrees back in 1966, but she did do lead on many of their 70s releases, both on Roulette and I think on Philadelphia International Records, I think, yeah, because I remember buying the 45, When Will I See You Again? She's the lead singer on that 1974 release. But prior to that, she had a solo career, and she was discovered by Richard Barrett. And I think her first release came out on the Landa record label, but she did 3 on Swan Records out of Philadelphia. Let's give a listen to her third, and this one written by Leon Huff and Richard Barrett, and they also produced it. And this charted number 92, and I'm surprised that it made it only to 92 on WIBG in Philadelphia. But let's go to November of 1965. Give a listen to Sheila Ferguson. Sheila Ferguson on the Swan label. It's called Heartbroken Memories. As Miss Sheila Ferguson there, November 1965. She would later become the lead singer of the 3 Degrees. That's on the Swan record label. That one is her third release on Swan Records. Heartbroken Memories is the name of the tune. Let's continue here on Vinyl Treasures. This next singer was a member of the Corsairs that recorded for the Tough record label. You might know their 61 or 62 song Smoky Places, but he wasn't lead on that release. He was lead on the last release for the Corsairs. I can't remember what that was, but he did embark on a solo career. He recorded, I think he recorded 1, 2, 3 releases on the Tough record label, 3 solo releases. Charlene, you got to change it. It says 2. It should be 3. But this is his second release, and it's from July 1965. Let's give a listen to Landy McNeil. Landy McNeil's his name. This is on Tough Records. This is his second release on Tough. It's called What Are You Trying to Prove?
Once upon a time you would say that I'm all that you needed. Now everything I do never pleases you. I feel so defeated. What happened to that lasting love that you thought was sent from heaven up above? on, tell me, come on, come on, come on, come on, tell me, what are you trying to prove? Anyone can see when they look at me, I love you so. Be honest with yourself, if there's someone else, then just let me go. You never treated me like this. It's so hard to get from you a good night kiss. So come on, come on, come on, come on, tell me, come on, come on, come on, come on, tell me, what are you trying to prove? Are you trying to prove a boy can shed a tear just like a girl? Are you trying to prove that you have the key to upset my whole world? Well, if it makes you glad when you make me sad, go ahead and do it. Just take my loving heart, tear it all apart, for there's nothing to it. But there's one thing I have to say, as time goes along, you're gonna have to pay. So come on, come on, come on, come on, tell me, come on, come on, come on, come on, tell me, what are you trying to prove? Come on, come on, come on, tell me, come on, come on, come on, come on, tell me, come on, come on, come on, tell me, come on, come on, come on, tell me, come on, come on, what are you trying? Come on, come on, come on, tell me, come on, trying to prove? Come on, come on, come on, tell me, come on, come on, come on, tell me, come on, come on, come on, tell me, come on.
As Mr. Landy McNeil, that is his second of three on the Tough record label, July 65 release. What Are You Trying to Prove is the name of that one. But he did have an earlier release, I think Cap Records in June of 64, and then Mark mentioned it. Also two more came out, one one on the Moon label, another one on Columbia Records. Let's continue here on the All 60s edition. This is a 45 I really have no information about, but it's out of Arvin, California. Where is Arvin, California? I have no clue. But the label's called Pampa, P-A-M-P-A, and this is a tune arranged by Don Rolk. Now, Don Rolk, what was he? He did a lot of stuff on the Warner Brothers record label, if I'm not mistaken. But the writers on this, I don't know who they are. Buddy Mize and Paul Knuckles. Produced by Roy Flowers. That's it. But it's from March 1966. It's out of California on the Pampa label. It's a duet. It's by Rita and Dita on Pampa Records. It's called You Can Run, Baby, Rita and Dita.
Cheating on you, what you did to me, she's doing too, and now you can face it, so you're leaving town, and no one can see your teardrops fall down. You can run, run, baby, but there's no place to hide. Run, run, there's no place for love to go, where you won't be heartaches that I want to sow. Turn there, but there's no place you find. You run from the heartaches that's taken your mind. You can run, run, baby, but there's no away the pain. You can run, run, baby, but you won't forget her name. And you suffer forever with sadness inside. You can run, run, baby, but there's no place to hide. You can run, run, baby, but there's no
From March 1966, that's Rita and Dita. Rita and Dita. Sounds like wasn't there somebody named, I think it's Dieter on Saturday Night Live. Anyway, Johnny G losing his mind. Rita and Dita, Pampa Records. That whole rhymes. You can run, baby, but you can't hide. From Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue here. Actually, it's almost. I got to read this public announcement here, because it is our fundraiser month here on Oldies and More Radio. So please support us. Oldies and More Radio brings you the best music from the 50s, 60s, and early 1970s, 24/7, 365 days a year. And Oldies and More is entirely supported by you, our listeners. Now, all the disc jockeys and staff volunteer their time, and our only source of support is donations from our listeners. Donations that pay for the fees for the music we play, along with our website, our chat room, hosting and rental of our radio server, but not the records Johnny G buys. But at times we can accept at this time we can accept donations by check or money order that is made payable to Oldies and More and mailed to Oldies and More Radio, 165 Colby Avenue, Syracuse, New York, 13206, or by using PayPal, as I choke, or by using PayPal on our webpage. You can go to www.oldiesmoreradio.com, and any support is welcome. Now, if you can't send anything, you're 100% welcome to tune in and join us anytime, live or in the chat room there. Thank you and welcome to Oldies and More Radio. There you go, folks, as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Now, is anybody familiar with the theme song to the TV show Happy Days? Anybody know that song? Sunday, Monday, Happy Days, blah, blah, blah. Well, that show was on for 11 seasons, and this artist was the singer of that Happy Days theme song. He's originally from Scranton, Pennsylvania. His name is Bobby Arvon. And he also had a number of 45's, and here's one he did in 1967, released in April 67. It's on this kind of weird label, MTA Records. I don't know if they ever had a hit on that label, but a lot of oddball stuff on MTA Records. But this one came out in April of 67 on MTA Records. His name is Bobby Arvon, and the name of the tune is called Listen Boy.
Is she gonna give you a loving like you know she should? Or leave you sad and lonely like you knew she would? Listen to me, boy. Listen to me, boy. Listen to me, boy. What is she gonna do? Is she gonna make you blue? Tell me, boy, right now, I don't wanna see you blue. Listen to me, boy. Listen to me, boy. Listen to me, boy. What I heard, she wants to go steady with you, but she's got to
you're sad and lonely, like you knew she would. Listen to me, boy. Listen to me, boy. Listen to me, boy. Listen to me, boy.
His name is Bobby Arvon. Bobby Arvon from April 1967 on the MTA record label. Listen Boy is the name of the tune. Let's continue here now on the All 60s edition for this next artist. He's originally from Beckley, West Virginia, but he relocated to Detroit, Michigan in the late 1950s. Probably best known for a 1967 MGM a hit that he had called Stand By Me. His real name is Dwight Turner, but he recorded as Spider Turner. Began recording back in 64 on the Chautauqua label, but here's an in-demand 45. I think a lot of people are looking for this 45. I was lucky to find it locally here in the wild for, 25 cents. You can't really... I'd love, you know what, it was just a lot of fun to find records like this for 25 cents back in the early 1970s. But anyway, this tune was actually recorded earlier in 1966 by Kenny Carter on RCA Records, but this is a really good cover, and I like this one a tad better than the Kenny Carter version. But let's give a listen to Spider Turner. Spider Turner from 1966. This is on the Good Time record label. Spider Turner with I've Got to Get Myself Together, parentheses, before I lose my mind. Spider Turner. That's the sound of Spider Turner here on the Vinyl Treasure. He spells it like spider, like you would spell a spider, an insect, S-P-I-D-E-R. Spider Turner, of course, is spelled the other way with an S-P-Y, but that's 1966 cover of the Kenny Carter tune, I've Got to Get Myself Together. Came out on the Good Time record label. That record made its debut back in on August 26th of 2005 when I was a guest collector on Dave the Rave's Relics and Rarities show way back when, in August 26th of 2005. But that's when that record was played, or when I first played it. But anyway, let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure show for this gal. She is a very versatile singer. She can sing jazz, she can sing opera, she can sing blues, and she can sing soul. She is from Clairton, Pennsylvania, and she had her first concert in opera at age 9. She acted in Broadway, and she was in a bunch of plays while she was in New York, and her first release came out on the Time label in '62. That's a pretty good record, which I do have, but this is one she did in that same year on the Sahara label. Let's give a listen to Marva Josie. Marva Josie from 1962 on Sahara. It's called I Don't Care.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't care what they say about you. I don't even care if what they're saying is true. All I want is your arms around me. Once I was lost till you came and found me. So you see, I don't care what they say about you.
So they can talk, 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 talk.
And I don't care. You spend a lot of time with your so-called friends, leaving me lonely, yeah. But I'll be yours till the end. Buddies are smiling in your face, but they talk behind your back. I know that it's hard, but you gotta face the facts. Your friendship in their eyes and the devil in their heart.
So they can talk, 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 talk.
And I don't care. Why don't you love me? And oh, why can't you see that you gotta love me once in a while? 'Cause you're one true friend.
You're one true friend.
You're one true friend.
You're one true friend.
It's me. I don't care what they say about you.
I don't care what they say about you.
I don't even care if what they're saying is true.
I don't care what they say is true.
All I want is your arms around me. Once I was lost, you came and found me. So you see, I don't care what they say about you.
So they can talk, 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 talk.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
That's Miss Marva Josie. Marva Josie on Sahara Records, 1962 release, I Don't Care. Well, Johnny G does care every Monday night from 8 to 11. Let's continue here. Now, a couple Saturday nights ago, I played a request from my California listener, Matey Campboy, cool doo-wop ballad by the Extremes on the Paro label. It was called The Bells, but let's give a listen to the B-side here, which is a cool soulful side here, written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Bobby Sanders. Now, Bobby Sanders did lots of cool group harmony sounds. I think he gravitated into the 1960s, writing and producing, but he's on lead here with this group called The Extremes. Came out in November of '62. It's on the Paro label. It's called That's All I Want.
I don't want to have a brand new car. Don't want caviar. I don't want to be a king on the throne. I just want to be left all alone. For all I want, all I want is you. I don't want to be a millionaire. With all that money, you wouldn't have to care. Your eyes are like the pale moonlight, and I know that you will treat me right. For all I want, all I want is you. Like a blind boy needs a cane. To him that needs everything, yeah. Like the ocean without the rain. Without love, who would be the best? Cane. To him that means everything, yeah. Like the ocean without the rain. Without love, who would be the best? I don't want to have a brand new car. Don't want to eat caviar. I don't want to be a king on the throne. I just want to be left all alone. For all I want, all I want is you. Baby, that's all I want, yeah. Don't want no diamonds or pearls. Don't want nothing in the world but you. Oh, baby, I'm not your mother, not your sister, not your cousin, not your uncle.
They're called The Extremes. The Extremes there. Bobby Sanders on, whoops, as I'm going to the wrong turntable here. The Extremes there. Bobby Sanders on lead. November 62 release on the Paro label. Paro Records. That's all I want. That's all I want is to continue to spin my 45's here for this next act. They are out of Cleveland, Ohio, began recording as the Womack Brothers back in 1961, which launched careers of Bobby and Cecil Womack, but they would change their name to the Valentinos and recorded on different labels such as SAR and Chess and Jubilee and others. Now, here's their first of two on the Chess record label. Bobby Womack on lead for this one, February 1966. Give a listen to the Valentinos on Chess Records. It's called Do It Right.
I don't care how you do it, long as you do it right. Got to do it right. I don't care how you say it, long as you say it right. Got to
That's the sound of the Valentinos here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Bobby Womack on lead there, February 66. I need my new glasses here. February 66, first of two on the Chess record banner. Do It Right is the name of the tune. Hopefully Johnny G doing it right here on a Monday evening. And let's go back out to Los Angeles, California for this next group on Lou Bedell's Dore record label. They have a bunch of tunes signed with Dore back in 1964. They had a big hit with their first record, or I guess I should say it was a big in California, Baby Baby All the Time, but so many great tunes on Dore Records. 17 I think they had. This is their fifth, co-written by the Bobby Swain. He was a member of the group. Also had solo releases, by the way, Bobby Swain. But there were a lot of member changes in this group, but here is the original female lead singer of the group. She's singing lead. Her name is Eleanor Green. Eleanor Green on lead. Give a listen to the Superbs here. Their fifth release on the Dore label came out in January of 65. It's called Baby's Gone Away. The Superbs.
Baby's gone away, baby's gone away, and she won't be back. She won't be back. I'm calling, baby.
I know I'll be lonely, but I must make a break. Though I still love you, how much can my heart take?
Baby's gone away, baby's gone away, and she won't be back. She won't be back. Baby,
I gave you my heart,
baby,
you gave me something too. Heartaches and misery, that's why I'm leaving you.
baby's gone away, baby's gone away, and she won't be back. No, she won't be back. I'm calling, baby, come on home.
No,
Baby, come on home. Baby, come on home.
in your heart you know I'm right, and there's nothing more to say. By the time you read this letter, I'll be far away.
Baby's gone away.
That's the great sound of the Superbs there. Eleanor Green on lead, the Superbs from January 65, Dore Records, Baby's Gone Away. No, Johnny G not going away, not till 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's continue here for this next singer, originally from Grove Hill, Alabama, but he grew up in Mobile, Alabama. Best known for his, I guess we could say the instrumental The Horse, but he does a great vocal version on the flip side, Love Is All Right, which brings us to this next. I think the follow-up to The Horse was a song called, Horse Fever. But we're not going to hear the instrumental side. The vocal sides, my aunt had the records in her collection, but she used to play the vocal sides of all the Cliff Noble's records. But anyway, this is from August of 1968. Mr. Cliff Noble's. The flip says Cliff Noble's and Company. But of course, the vocals are just Cliff Noble's. This is on Filet of Soul Records from August 68. It's called Judge Baby, I'm Back. Wait, why is that taken off so tough?
Hey, church, baby, I'm back. And if you think I can't dance now, man, just watch.
That's a vocal. That's a vocal of Horse Fever. Song entitled. As I lose my place here. Judge Baby, I'm Back. That's Mr. Cliff Nobles there. August 1968 on the Filet of Soul record label, and it was unfortunate there that we lost Cliff Nobles in October 2008. At the age of 67, but we remember him here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's stay in 1967 with this group from Saginaw, Michigan, formed by E.J. Granda back in 1964, had their first release on the Ranger label, then signed with Jim Riley's Diamond Jim record label, and this one released in November of 1967, and it's by E.J. and the Echoes, and the lead singer on this, drums, Doyle, bass, and Manuel, the lead singer on this is Manuel Holcomb. He's also the keyboard player for the group. This is their first of 5 that came out on Diamond Jim Records, released in November 67. This was a number 14 record on WCHB in Detroit, Michigan. Lots of radio stations in Detroit, Darryl. But anyway, let's give it a spin here. EJ and the Echoes on Diamond Jim. It's called Put a Smile on Your Face. That's the scratches and all on that record, boy. That is a EJ and the Echoes there, November 1967. That's their first of 5 on Diamond Jim Records. Put a Smile on Your Face is the name of the tune. Johnny G, hopefully putting a smile on your face with these cool 45s out of my collection. Let's go back to Philadelphia here with another girl group sound. Initially, this group recorded as the Yum Yums on the ABC Paramount record label. I need that 45. I don't have that Yum Yum Yum's record. I wish I did. I'm still looking for it. But they later on changed their name to Honey and the Bees. They had 5 releases on the Arctic label. Then they left Arctic and signed with Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. They did 6 on the Josie label. This was their 4th. And this is a touch of the 70s here. This released in November of 1970, and this charted number 36 on WBOK out of New Orleans, Louisiana. The lead singer on this, her name is Nadie Felder. Nadie Felder on lead as Honey and the Bees, November 1970. It's called Love Can Turn to Hate. That's Honey and the Bees there. Honey and the Bees from November 1970, touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition on the Josie record label. Love Can Turn to Hate. Yes, it can, very easily. That's Nadie Felder on lead. They have later releases on Chess Records, also on the Bell label. Let's go to Hempstead, Long Island for this next group. Actually, a twin spin for this group as they recorded on 2 labels, initially recording for Atco Records, and then they also recorded on the Cadet Concept record label, as it says Atco on both of these. But anyway, first up, we're gonna give a listen to their latter one first, and I think this was their second record. Is it second record? Yeah, this was their second record on the Cadet Concept record label, and it's a cover originally done by the Knight Brothers on the Checker label back in 1965. This charted number 20 on KUKA in San Antonio, Texas, and the lead singer on this, his name is Sonny Botteri. Sonny Botteri on lead. This is a twin spin for the Aesop's Fables. Aesop's Fables, a twin spin for this one first, November 68 on Cadet Concept, their rendition of the tune Temptation Bout to Get Me.
the day is gone now, Lord, and still I'm waiting. You never know how much I try to keep my faith and be true to her. She's unreliable. Seems as if she's never coming home. Darling, all my faith is almost gone. You temptation's bound to get me. Temptation's bound to get me. Temptation's bound to get me. And all of my dreams will come tumbling down. All my friends, they understand. They feel the same way as I do. She's your love, you know, the very life is you. In it, baby. Days grow by, Lord, and still I get weak. Had a love that was so strong, gets a little weaker. But somehow I know that if my heart gets weaker, temptation's bound to get me. Temptation's bound to get me. Temptation's bound to get me. And all of my dreams will come tumbling down. Temptation's bound to get me. Temptation's bound to get me. Temptation's bound to get me. And all of my dreams will come tumbling down.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That group out of Hempstead, New York, the Aesop's Fables, November '68 release on the Cadet Concept record label, their rendition of the Knight Brothers tune, Temptation Bout to Get Me. Nice cover of that tune. Here's a twin spin. Let's go earlier to July of 1967. This is their second release on the Atco label, though, and it's actually another cover. This song originally done by the Birdwatchers back in 1966 on the Mala record label. This charted, too. This charted number 42 on WPAG in Ann Arbor, Michigan. But let's give it a spin here. The Aesop's Fables with a twin spin. This is on the Atco label. It's called Girl, I've Got News for You.
It's not fair. Why did you lie? You don't care. Oh, you don't even try. You sit there with another guy, laughing at me. It's not fair. You want
That's a twin spin on it by Aesop's Fables there. July 1967. Had to lift that up. That has a deadly BB hole right in the dead wax there, which would be disaster for your record label. I mean, for your record needle, your stylus there. Aesop's Fables, July 1967, cover of the Birdwatchers tune Girl, I've Got News for You. That one there on the Atco record label. We go back to Memphis, Tennessee now with another group of siblings. All these group members, they were all siblings, and they started out singing gospel. They were Barbara, Roberta, Betty, and Maurice Brown. Collectively, they were known as Barbara and the Browns, and this release by them first came out on the Wilmo label. That's interesting. I wish I had it on that label. But it was leased out to Stax Record and released in March of 1964. It's their first of two on Stax Records. It's charted number 97 on Billboard, a number 35 record on WTRC in Hartford, Connecticut. It features Barbara Brown on lead. This one from March 64. Give a listen to Barbara and the Browns on the Stax label, and this is what we have every Monday night here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. It's called Big Party.
Big party, big party, big party.
She invited me, 'cause she knew you would bring me. She make it so plain to see. She tried to take you from me. It's a big party, but a sad party for me. I can hear her laughter, and I know what she's after. Can I make you see? She's trying to take you from me. It's a big party, but a sad party for me. So if you want her more than you want me, tell me now, so I can leave. Don't even bother taking me home. I know the way there all alone. Oh, it's a big party. Big party. Oh, yes it is. Big party. Big party. Big party. Now she turned the lights down low, and the music they playing is slow. I see the way she look at you, I see the way you look at her too. It's a big party. Oh yes it is. Big party. Here. Big party. Big party. Big party. Oh yes. Big party. Oh yes. Big party. Big party. Big party. Big party.
That's what we have every Monday night here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. A Big Party. That one there done by Barbara and the Browns. Barbara Brown, she's the lead singer. March 1964, the first of two on the Stax record label. Let's go to Harlem, New York now for this next group. They began recording back in 1953 on Savoy Records. Then they signed to Decca Records as the Singing Wanderers, but they had other releases on Onyx, Orbit, Cub, MGM, and this label, United Artists Records, as the Wanderers. And this one is this is their first of two on United Artists Records. The great Ray Pollard on lead. Was this on another label, Leopard Records? I don't know. I have to check. As the West Siders, I will have to check. But anyways, from February 1963, The Wanderers on United Artists Records. Ray Pollard on lead. It's called After He Breaks Your Heart. The Wanderers.
After he breaks your heart, after he breaks your heart, and you've cried a million heartaches and tasted sorrow that wasted love makes you feel. See what a cold life this is, when empty words and worthless kisses have hurt you. After he breaks your heart and tears your world apart somehow, then you know the way. Wait and see. After he breaks your heart, and you've cried a million heartaches and tasted sorrow that wasted love makes you feel. After he breaks your heart and tears your dreams apart somehow, then you know the way. When you know the way I'm feeling. After he breaks your heart, you know the way I'm feeling now.
That's the great sound of the Wanderers there. The Wanderers with Ray Pollard on lead. Ray Pollard, of course, then he left the group to go as some pretty big solo releases on United Artists, but those are the Wanderers there from February 1963. After He Breaks Your Heart is the name of the tune. Up next, a singer by the name of Johnny Starr, and this one, I don't know anything else about this guy. This is on Juggy Murray's Eastern label. I think Eastern, a subsidiary of Sue Records, and Gene Red arranged this tune, and I think he's got other releases. He's got another one on the Mala, and I think later on Stag. I don't know if that's the same guy, maybe not, but this is from April 64, and his name is Johnny Starr. Johnny Starr on Eastern Records. It's called Don't Hold Back.
Give me all the love you've got. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. Give me all your heart and soul. I gotta have it. I gotta have it. Girl, you know just where it's at. And I'm telling you, I like it like that. So don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But hear these lips, they're begging you. I wanna kiss you. I wanna kiss you. And if you ever go away, they're gonna miss you. They're gonna miss you. Girl, you set my soul on fire. Believe me, child, you're my one desire. So don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now let's have some soul. Never guitar, never piano, never hand clap. Hear these lips, they're begging you. I wanna kiss you. I wanna kiss you. And if you ever go away, they're gonna miss you. They're gonna miss you. Girl, you set my soul on fire. Believe me, child, you're my one desire. So don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Just give it to me now. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Give me everything you've got. Don't hold back. And don't hold back. Don't hold back. Yeah. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
As Johnny Starr on the Eastern label. You know, it sounds like Tina Britt's The Real Thing. It's got that same beat as The Real Thing by Tina Britt. But anyway, Tina Britt on that label, right? If I'm not mistaken. That's correct. Yes, 1964, April 64 release. Johnny Starr on the Eastern label. Don't Hold Back is the name of the tune. Johnny G never holds back on a Saturday night or a Monday night. So let's continue here. We're going to flip over that Wanderers for Andrew Turner later in the show, so stay tuned for that instant request. But up next, a singer by the name of Johnny Appalachian, but that's just an alias. His real name is Carl Spencer, and he wrote this song, and this is on the Goldie record label, and the label owner came up with this imaginary name, and Carl Spencer, I think, was a member of the Halos and other groups, to name a few, but this one came out in September of 62. It's on Goldie Records, Johnny Appalachian, aka Carl Spencer. It's called A Mountain of a Man. This is Johnny Appalachian.
I had the weight of the world sitting on my back when you refused me. It made my heart so heavy it was bound to crack, 'cause you misused me. You say I'm
As Johnny Appalachian there, September 62. It's on the Goldie record label. It's called A Mountain of a Man. I think if it's got a longer title here. Yes, it's called, full title, A Mountain of a Man, parentheses, Can Move a Little Girl Like You. That is the name of that tune. Let's continue now. And it's time for another reading as we are in... we are in fundraiser month here on Oldies and More Radio, and Oldies and More Radio brings you the best music from the 50s, 60s, and early 1970s, 24/7, 365 days a year. Oldies and More Radio is entirely supported by you, our listeners. Now, all the DJs and staff volunteer their time. Our only source of support is donations from our listeners. Donations will pay for the fees for the music we play, along with our chat room, our website, our hosting and rental of our radio server. And at this time, we can accept donations by check or money order. You can go to the website www.oldiesandmoreradio.com by using PayPal. There is a button there on the website, or you can mail your check made out to Oldies and More Radio, 165 Colby Avenue, Syracuse, New York, 13206. And any support is welcome. If you can't, that's okay. You're 100% welcome to tune in and join us here and listen to the cool music. Hopefully you're hearing some cool music tonight as we continue here for this next group. No, actually, it's not a group. I thought this was the Solitaires. It's not. This one's, no one seems to know anything about this next record. It was produced by Gavin Bernstein for Don Costa Productions. The duo is Carol and Jerry. There's speculation that Carol is Carol from an earlier MGM single, Carol and Sherry. And would that be Carol Quinn? I don't know. Or this Carol Bayer Sager and Sherry Harway? I don't know. Maybe it is. But Sherry had quit the business after getting married and needed a new partner. I don't know if that was the case. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. But anyway, it's from September 66, Carol and Jerry. Carol and Jerry on the MGM record label. I remember both sides are good. So Mark, if you want me to flip it over, just let me know. It's called How Can I Ever Find the Way? If I babbled on that one there.
Somehow hope won't die.
September 66 release for Carol and Jerry there on the MGM record label. How Can I Ever Find the Way is the name of the tune. We're going to hear the flip side for Mark Speck. We'll play it behind Andrew's Wanderers release there, request there. Let's continue here for this next singer from Layton, Alabama. He is the cousin to Percy Sledge, first recorded on the Guidon label back in 1962. You may know his signature song. It was called Steal Away, but let's give a listen to his 11th of 12 he recorded for the Fame record label. And this, my record here, those of you that watched Johnny G, you saw high heel sneakers. The label is on both sides of this 45. That is a no-no. That is a disaster for any record collector, especially a disc jockey. But anyway, I like the flip side better, and I know what the flip side is, so we're going to give it a spin here. August 1967, Jimmy Hughes on the Fame record label, out of Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Yes, Daryl. It's called Time Will Bring You Back.
Honey, I love you. I don't care what you do. I don't care what people say. I'm gonna love you anyway. I know you are young and you got to have your fun. I'm gonna sit here and wait, dear. I don't care how long it take, dear. I know time, oh, I know time will send you back. Honey, oh darling, don't worry about me. When you get back, right here is where I'll be. I can't help it's hurting now, but I'll make it somehow. I'm putting all my faith in time, and I know it won't fail. Oh, I wanna have a good time, because honey, I've had mine. I know you have another lover. It isn't right to make you stay here and suffer. Maybe when we get old, we'll have each other love to hold. I'm gonna sit here and wait, dear. I don't care how long it takes, dear. I know time, I know time will send you back. Oh, time, yeah.
That's Jimmy Hughes. Jimmy Hughes there with a cool tune, Time Will Bring You Back. What? Time will pass me by. No, wait. Time Will Bring Me Back, I think, is the name of the tune. Isn't that, Charlene? We had it right. Jimmy Hughes, August 1967 on the Fame record label. His 11th of 12 releases, Time Will Bring You Back. Yes, it will. We continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's stay. No, not. Well, let's go back to Memphis, Tennessee for this singer, songwriter, and producer known for his songwriting at Stax Records. His first release was in 1965 on the Genie label, then recorded 5 for the Minute label. This was his first, a song he co-wrote with Gene Bowlegs Miller. This charted number 7 on KTYM in Inglewood, California. And this is from May of 1966. Give a listen to Homer Banks. Homer Banks on the Minute record label with, and this is actually, this song covered, this song was later covered by Sam and Dave and also Three Dog Night. Really? This is Homer Banks from May 66 on Minute Records with A Lot of Love.
I know the desert can hold all the love that I feel in my heart.
As May 1966 there from Mr. Homer Banks. This is his first release on the Minute record label. What did he have? He had six releases. I lost my 5 releases. His first of 5 on the Minute label. A Lot of Love is the name of the tune. Let's move into 67 with this next 45 on the label called River City Records out of St. Louis, Missouri. I don't know who these gals are. They're called the Angels. They are not the same Angels that recorded My Boyfriend's Back, that is for sure. But it's kind of weird because this on this side, somebody took the sticker off. There was a sticker over the Angels' name, and they on the flip side it says the Laniers. I don't know what the issue is with that, but anyway, this is from 67. These are the Angels on the River City record label. This is the A side. It's called More Than Ever Now. The Angels.
More than ever now, my love for you is growing. More than ever now, my love for you is showing. That girl that's got you now is gonna realize somehow how much I love you and how much I really want you. I love you and I need you more than ever. More than ever now, my love for you is stronger. More than ever now, I got this burning hunger. I'm gonna make you mine, love you madly all the time, keep you with me so that I can show you that I love you. I want you, and I need you more than ever now. Yeah. Yeah, baby, baby, don't you know that I love you? I want you, and I need you more than ever. More than ever now, my love for you is stronger. More than ever now, I got this burning hunger. I'm gonna make you mine, love you madly all the time, keep you with me so that I can show you that I love you. I want you, and I need you more than ever now. Yeah, yeah, baby, baby, don't you know that I love you? I want you, and I need you more than ever now. Yeah, baby, don't you know that
Bet you never heard that tune before. Those are the Angels. Angels from 1967, or the Laniers, LA space NIERS. It's like a typed in little piece of paper they glued on the label. More Than Ever Now is the name of that tune. We continue here. We go to this integrated group from Atlanta, Georgia. In early 1967, they signed with a small local label called Delphi Records, where their songs started to take off. Then they recorded 2 for that Delphi label, and both were picked up by Jubilee Records for national distribution. Let's give a listen to their second on the Jubilee label, and the lead singers on this are a husband and wife team. They're by the name of Billy and Barbara Scott. Billy and Barbara Scott are the lead singers of this group, The Prophets, and this charted regionally. This was a number 14 record on WBBQ in Augusta, Georgia, probably on the Delphi label, but I have it on Jubilee Records, August 67, The Prophets on Jubilee. It's called Don't You Think It's Time?
Don't it through.
Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time?
I'm ready to love you.
Are you ready?
Yes, I think it's time.
Baby, I'm so glad that you're mine.
Don't you think that we belong together? Can't you see we're strong enough? Don't you think it's time we were lovers?
Don't you think it's
Say you will be mine and no other. Oh, baby, 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 are you ready?
Yes, I think it's time.
And I'm so glad that you're mine.
Oh, baby, you know I'm ready.
Those are the Prophets. The Prophets on the Jubilee record label, originally on Delphi Records. August 67, Don't You Think It's Time is the name of that tune. Let's continue here on the All 60s edition. This artist, originally from Pensacola, Florida, been featuring his songs over the last, I guess, month or so. Been playing lots of 45's by Walter Jackson, originally a member of the Velvetones back in 1959, that recorded on the Deb record label. But in 62, he went solo. He's got some cool records, solo releases on the Columbia label. And in 1964, he moved over to OK Records for 13 releases. Let's give a listen to his 12th. And when I heard this record, I said, wait a minute, this sounds like a Four Tops song, a song called Ask the Lonely, but you can be the judge. This is from December of 1965. This charted regionally, a number 4 record on WBEE in Chicago, Illinois. This is on OK Records, Mr. Walter Jackson, and his tune called One Heart Lonely.
Lonely in a
That's Walter Jackson. It reminds me of like the Four Tops song. I don't know. It had a sound to it there. But anyway, December 1965 release. Walter Jackson there on the OK record label. One Heart Lonely is the name of the tune. Today I was while working. I take these breaks and I look through my Facebook. The posts there. I guess it's called the feed. And I saw that Mark Speck posted he had like this collage of Dusty Springfield photographs. And he mentioned that on Saturday was her birthday. She would have been 83 years old, but it was unfortunate. She passed away. She died on March 2nd, 1999, at the age of 59. Wow, it's been that long, since she's been gone. But I had 2 records in the box for Dusty Springfield, so I figured I'd do a twin spin and commemorate her birthday, where she would have been 83, but she left us much too young. She left us with a lot. She had a lot of. I think I saw somebody. They might have been looking at her life or whatever. There's a lot of history about Dusty Springfield. How it really wasn't a happy time for her at one point in her career. When she came back to Los Angeles at one time. But I like her early stuff. But I have an early one and a later one. I have one. We're going to start it off with a B-side here from March of 64, and then I have another with the twin spin is from October 69. So 5 years later. But anyway, let's flip over her second release. I think it was this is her second U.S. release on the Philips label. It's the B-side. The A-side was a big hit for her, a song called Stay a While, and you can see it. You can see her lip sync that song on Dick Clark's American Bandstand. But let's give a listen to the flip side. She wrote this tune. It's from March of 64, Dusty Springfield on the Philips label, and this is a B-side, the B-side to Stay a While. It's called Something Special.
The first time we met, it was so plain to see. I didn't care for you, you didn't seem to care for me. Oh no, 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 no. The next time we met, I thought he's kinda nice. That look that you gave me said we started to melt the ice. Oh, oh yeah. And then when you smile and smile, and then when we kissed, said wait a while. I got a feeling the two are something special. Something special. And now we're together, and the world just passes us by. Yeah, every little thing you do makes me sigh with joy that bothers mine. I'm gonna love you for the rest of my life, with the kind of loving that's untouched by pain and strife. Come on now, I'm gonna tell you that when I see your face, yeah, and when I'm in your warm embrace, I know for sure our love is something special. It is, yeah, yeah. Right now, when I see your face, oh yeah, and when I'm in your warm embrace, I know for sure our love is something special. Come on now, our love is something special. Oh yeah, our love is something special. Right now, our love is something special.
As Dusty Springfield there, March 1964. That is the B-side to her second release on the Philips label. Something Special is the name of the tune. Andrew, I just saw your comment there. I didn't see it before. I will flip over the Walter Jackson record, which is called Funny Not Much on that side. So let's put that over there for Andrew Turner. Now, I said I had a twin spin to miss. We're going to move up 5 years now. This one released in October of 1959. She had 12 releases on the Atlantic label. This is her 6th, and actually this is a cover. This song first recorded by Jerry Butler in first recorded in August 16th. Yes, first recorded by Jerry Butler in August of 1969 on the Mercury label, but then it was covered by Dusty Springfield, and this charted number 24 on Billboard, a big number 1 record on WNIO in Youngstown, Ohio. So here is a twin spin on Miss Dusty Springfield. She would have been 83 years old on this past Saturday, the 16th. Yes, the 16th. And unfortunately, but we tribute to her, Dusty Springfield, October 69 on Atlantic Records, and her rendition of the tune A Brand New Me.
This is my same old car and my same old shoes. I was the same old me with the same old blues. Then you touched my life just by holding my hand. Now I look in the mirror and see brand new girl. I got a brand new walk, a brand new smile. Since I met you, baby, I got a brand new style. Just because of you, boy, just because of you. Just because of you, boy, just because of you. I got the same old friends, they got the same old sins. I tell the same old jokes, get the same old grin. But now the jokes sound new, and the laughter does too. Every day of my life is fresh as morning dew. Just because of you, boy, just because of you. Just because of you, boy, just because of you. Just because of you, boy, just because of you. I go to the same old places, see the same old faces, look at the same old skies, see them all with brand new eyes.
That's a twin spin on Miss Dusty Springfield. I said 59. I didn't mean it. John G only with 4.5 hours sleep. It's going to change in... Wait, so this is 3 more days for retirement time here. Well, I won't be officially retired until May 6th. But work-wise, because I'll be taking vacation time starting this coming Friday for 10 days. But Johnny G will have more sleep for the Monday night show, that is for sure. October 69, I said 59 because it actually looks like a 5. But October 69 there, Miss Dusty Springfield on Atlantic Records, A Brand New Me. I bought that in my local Woolworths. It's got a BB hole in it, but it was 4 for $1. Can't go wrong with a mint copy of that 45. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show for this next singer from Henderson, Kentucky. First recorded for the Calliope. Yeah, it's windy out there. Calliope Records in 1961. Then for RCA Records under the alias Quantrell Radar. And in 1965, he had this release under his name, Larry Barnes. This one produced and arranged by Jerry Kennedy, October 1965. Larry Barnes on the Smash label. It's called I Feel Love Coming On.
Been broken once before, and I don't think I could take it anymore. Please don't start looking at me with that look in your eye. I'll tell you why now. I feel love coming on every time. I feel love coming on, and I don't think I could take it. I don't think I could take it. Take it no more, no more. I'll tell you why now. I feel love coming on. I feel love coming on, and I don't think I could take it. I don't think I could take it no more, no more. I don't want to need you, but I'm starting to. And I'm afraid to let myself do what I'm wanting to. Please don't start giving yourself with your sign. I'll tell you why now. I feel love coming on every time. I feel love coming on. I don't think I could take it. I don't think I could take it. Take it no more, no more. I tell you why now. I feel love coming on. I feel love coming on. I feel love coming on. I feel love coming on.
Larry Barnes. Larry Barnes, October 1965. Came out on Smash Records. I Feel Love Coming On. Johnny G feels rain coming on here. It's supposed to have some kind of nor'easter storm over here. It says raining now. It doesn't say the temperature. I can't. At least it's not up there yet on my little computer weather reader. Anyway, let's continue here. We go out to Los Angeles, California for this gal. Her name is Vicky Gomez. This is on the ABC Paramount record label. This appears to be her only release. She performed this on a program out in California called Shivery. If you can find the July 24th, 1965 Shivery program, she lip-synced this song on that program. It's arranged by Gene Page. We go back to May 1965 for Vicky Gomez. Vicky Gomez on ABC Paramount Records. It's called Boys Are a Dime a Dozen.
So boys, you
Her name is Vicky Gomez. Vicky Gomez, May 65 release. Boys Are a Dime a Dozen. Yes, they are. That one there on the ABC Paramount record label. Let's continue here. And really can't find any information about this singer, but it's a cool two-sided 45, I think. It's on the Fairmount record label. It's out of Philadelphia. I'm guessing this artist is out of Philly. Released in June of 1966. Give a listen to Billy Leonard. Billy Leonard's his name. This is on Fairmount Records. It's called Tell Me, Do You Love Me?
Right over here, and let me know the way you feel. Hey, hey, I've been wondering if this love you think is real, and I wanna know. Hey, 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 and I wanna know now. Yes, I do. Tell me, do you love me like I love you? I am so afraid that you don't love me anymore. Oh, darling, come on and tell me that the things they ain't so. And I wanna know, hey, 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 and I wanna know now. Oh, yes, I do. Tell me, do you love me, baby? Like I love. Yeah, all right. I wanna know, baby, tell me. I wanna know. Oh yes, I do. Tell me, do you love me like I love? Yeah. People say that you're gonna break my heart too, baby. Darling, won't you tell me that the things they say ain't true? 'Cause I wanna know. Oh yes, I do. I want you to tell me, baby. Oh yeah. Tell me, do you love me like I love you? All right. Come on now, darling. Yeah. All right. I want you to walk over here right now, baby. I want you to sit down here by my side, and I want to talk to you. I want you to tell me, do you love me? Do you love me, baby? All right. 'Cause I want you, I need you, and I got to have you, baby, right now in the midnight hour, darling. All right. They call me anything, darling, but I want you right here. Yes, I do. Oh.
His name is Billy Leonard. Billy Leonard there, June 66 release. Fairmount Records out of Philadelphia. Tell Me, Do You Love Me is the name of that one. Hope you're digging on the cool tunes. Those of you tuned in on the Oldies and More radio network, and also those on YouTube. If you want to send me a request, you can at vinyltreasures@aol.com. If you're new to the video program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell to get notifications when Johnny G will be live. And let's go to this interracial sextet based out of Vancouver, British Columbia, formed back in 1966. And the guitarist in this group was Tommy Chong of Cheech and Chong fame. But the lead of this group, his name is Bobby Taylor. They had 3 releases on Berry Gordy Jr.'s a Gordy record label. Their biggest hit was a song called Does Your Mama Know About Me? We're going to flip that 45 over and give a listen to the B-side here. And it's from February of 1968. It's Bobby Taylor and the Vancouvers. This is on the Gordy label. The song is called Fading Away.
Used to get whenever our lips smell like smoke from a cigarette. It's fading away, ooh, fading away.
The good times we shared a lot, really you really cared a lot, like steam from a coffee pot is fading away, fading away, fading away. You changed and it's showing, baby. You changed and it's showing. Tell me, where is your love going? Plans we were making up, vows that we're breaking up, like dreams when you're waking up, they're fading away, fading away, ooh, fading away. The good times we shared a lot, really you really cared a lot, like steam from a coffee pot is fading away, fading away, ooh, fading away. You changed and it's showing, baby. You changed and it's showing. Tell me, where is your love going? Ooh, like smoke from a cigarette, dreams that will soon forget. Our love from the day we met is fading away, fading away, ooh, fading away. You changed and it's showing, baby. You changed and it's showing. Tell me, where is your love going, going? You changed and it's showing, ooh, baby. You changed and it's showing. Tell me, where is your love going?
Oh, it's Bobby Taylor and the Vancouvers with a B-side there, February 68, release on the Gordy record label, Fading Away. We're going to flip over for the hit side. We're going to play it for Mark Speck. So we're going to put that aside there with those other four. We've got your four flip sides so far here. Let's continue with a little bit more here as we go to Chicago, Illinois for this girl group. The members were Teresa Davis, who would later become a member of the Emotions that recorded for the Volt record label, and Gloria Hall, who wrote this tune, and she's the lead singer on this. They're called Our Ladies of Soul, and charted number 20 on KWK out of St. Louis, Missouri. This is from August 69, Our Ladies of Soul on the Kelton, Kelton, Kelton record label. It's called Let's Groove Together.
Let's go grooving. Is it one of those days when you all alone? Oh yeah. Has your love left you and you gotta get away? Gotta get away. Oh, stop. Wait. Gotta get a hold on yourself. Gotta get a hold on yourself. Come on and let's groove together. 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 Come on and let's groove. Now you can't expect love to be what you want it to. Oh no, there's a lot of fun we could
of Chicago there. They're called Our Ladies of Soul. August 69 release on the Kelton record label Gloria Hall. She's the lead singer on that. Let's Groove Together. We do that every Monday night right here on Oldies and More on YouTube. Let's continue now. And I've been featuring this next artist's records the last couple weeks. And I saw this one in the box. This was my aunt's favorite record by this singer. His real name was Alfred Smith, and he recorded as Little Freddie and the Rockets back in 1958 on the Chief record label. But his first release came out on Juan Records. Then he did 3 on Brent before he signed with the Double Shot record label for 11 releases. And this was his first release that came out, number 43 on Cashbox, 34 on Billboard, number 19 on the R&B chart. And he wrote this tune from March 67. Give a listen to Brenton Wood. Brenton Wood returns from last week. We played Gimme Little Sign. Well, this was his first record. It was called the Oogum Boogum Song.
Boogum, 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 boogum. Now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. I say boogum, 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 boogum. Now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. You got me doing funny things like a clown. Just look at me. When you wear your high-hole boots with your hip hugger suit, it's alright. You're out of sight. And you wear that cute mini skirt with your brother's sloppy shirt. I admit it, girl, that I can dig it. And I say boogum, 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 boogum. Now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. I say boogum, 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 boogum. Now, baby, you're casting your spell on me. You got me doing funny things like a clown. Just look at me. When you wear your bell-bottom pants, I just stand there in a trance. I can't move. You're in the groove. Would you believe, little girl, that I'm crazy about you? Not gone now with your bad self. Alright, when you wear those big earrings, long hair and things, you got style, girl, that show is wild. And you wear that cute trench coat and you're standing and posing. You got soul, you got too much soul. I just said to-ga-ga-boo, said to-ga-ga-boo, said to-ga-ga-boo, now casting your spell on me. But I said to-ga-ga-boo, said to-ga-ga-boo, said to-ga-ga-boo. Casting your spell on me.
That's Alfred Smith, a.k.a. Brenton Wood there, born in 1941, July 26, 41, still with us, still performing, I think. March 1967 on the Double Shot record label, his first release, first of 11 for Double Shot. The Oogum Boogum Song is the name of the tune. And up next, the Solitaires. I think this might be the last, wait, is this the last record? I don't know. This is their very last single as the Solitaires. I feature them quite often on my 50s and early 60s Saturday night show, but they had so many recordings on High Weiss's Old Town record label. But this one is from February 1964, and it's a tune written, believe it or not, by Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond wrote this song. I wonder if he ever recorded it, maybe on an LP or something. I don't know, but the lead singer on this, his name is Milton Love. Milton Love, it's from February 64. These are the Solitaires on MGM Records. It's called Fool That I Am.
Oh,
February 64 release. I love that tune by the Solitaires. Milton Love and the Solitaires on MGM Records, Fool That I Am. Johnny G ain't no fool. I have 2 copies of that 45. I always pick them up when I found them. But you see, it becomes difficult to sell one, you see, because this is a mint copy with a BB hole in it. That's a stock, and I had the promo for many, many years in my collection. So we'll see about that, as what I will be retiring soon and kind of thinning out my collection. So stay tuned. You want to become a you want to sign up for the on my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube, because I'm going to preview a lot of the records I'll be selling right here on YouTube, so you can hear how they play through. So at least you know what you're getting. That'd be a good way to do it, right? Anyway, let's continue here. You know how is when is summer coming? Daryl, you mentioned it today. It is pouring rain here. It was like 43 degrees today, or 42 degrees. I think some places had snow today or yesterday, whatever. We had nice weather, a few days ago. Then it kind of got cold on Friday with the wind and all that. But anyway, this is a request where I'm going to send this one out to Cheryl Morgan, listener Cheryl Morgan, for this gal. She recorded 2 on the Groove record label. She has 5 on RCA, but I like her tunes, I do. And this is her second of 2 on the Groove label. Her name is Della Ray. Probably kind of a country crossover sound, but it's pretty cool, these country crossovers. This one from Della Ray from March 1965 is talking about the weather here. So it's called Hurry Up Summer, that's what we want, right? Della Ray for Cheryl. Fat chance of that happening here. It's 42, windy, pouring rain, and chance of flooding here in the New York area. Well, you can't have everything. That's the Della Ray there, March 1965 on the Groove record label. That's going out to Cheryl Morgan. Let's continue here. And this is a group called The Symbols, and they are brothers. They are James and Lewis Cox, Al Hughes, Ray Moore, and this tune written by the lead singer. His name is Ronnie Croxton, and they have another release in 1972 on the Miracle Mile label, but this one's on the Imperial label from May 1969. Give a listen to The Symbols on Imperial. It's called The Wrong Girl.
With the wrong girl, it seems as if there is no one for me.
One for me.
In this whole world, all I ask is for someone to love and to know she is mine. In this world, for as long goes, if there is anyone for me, where is she?
Where is she?
Heaven knows. I guess I'm destined to live my whole life alone. I never set my faith, as far as love goes, it's never too late.
Fall in love
With the wrong girl, it seems as if there is no one for me.
One for me.
In this whole world, someone to love and to know she's mine.
So run, señorita, run, señorita, but that boy's as mad as he can be. Looking for you. You told his friends about the way you always tease him. You better start believing he's looking for you to get even. So run, señorita, run, señorita, but that boy's as mad as he can be. He's looking for you. He's looking for you. Run, señorita, run, señorita, but that boy's as mad as he can be. He's so mad. You better run.
As by request for Andrew Turner, that's Ray Pollard. Ray Pollard on lead there, the second of two for the Wanderers on United Artists. The flip side of After He Breaks Your Heart, Run, Senorita from February 1963. I saw the, it was weird because my stream is strong, but I wonder if YouTube is having issues on their end because I saw it was kind of spinning there. That's an oddball thing. It looks like it's back. That's weird. That is so weird because with the I've had good success with the cable, that is for sure. But I saw that spinning there. That's kind of an oddball thing. But anyway, let's continue here. Let's do another flip side. This time, record number 28 was by Carol and Jerry from September '66 on MGM Records. How Can I Ever Find the Way? And it was Mark Speck that asked Johnny G to flip it over. So here it is for Mark. Carol and Jerry, September '66 on MGM. It's called On You, Heartache Looks Good. This is for Mark Speck.
Some sympathy, don't be asking me, 'cause when I needed you so bad, you gave me misery. And now the tables are turning, just like I knew they would. I'll tell you one thing, baby. One thing, baby. I'll tell you one thing, baby. One thing, that on you. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Once you hurt me, oh so bad, it nearly broke my heart. But now you've got somebody new who's tearing you apart. And she'll be doing all those little things I used to wish I could. I'll tell you once more, baby. Once more, baby. I'll tell you once more, baby. Once more, that on you. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks Don't act, baby. Don't act, baby. And she'll be doing all those little things I used to wish I could. I'll tell you once more, baby. Once more, baby. I'll tell you once more, baby. Once more, that on you. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Heartache looks good. Oh. Whoa, those heartaches, baby. I said those heartaches, baby. Stop me, baby. Breaking me up now, misery. Oh, now you found somebody new. And she's tearing you apart now, baby.
As going out to Mark Speck, Carol and Jerry, September 66 release on the MGM record label. On You, Heartache Looks Good is the flip side, How Can I Ever Find the Way? We go to another flip side. Record number 33 tonight was by Walter Jackson from December 1965 on the OK record label. One Heart Lonely was a side I featured. Andrew Turner asked Johnny G to flip it over, so this is going out to Andrew Turner. Walter Jackson on OK. It's called Funny, parentheses, Not Much. This is for Andrew.
Funny how I've stopped loving you. I can pass you on the street and my heart don't skip a beat. Not much. So much my eyes want to cry. Funny how I've stopped loving you. I can listen to your name and it doesn't start a flame. Not much. So much my heart wants to die. Now that you are standing here, darling, I won't shed a tear. This is just the rain in my eyes. said is true. Please help me believe my own lies. Funny how I've stopped loving you, and it's funny I don't miss all the heaven in your kiss, your touch. No, I don't love you, not much.
As Walter Jackson by request for Andrew Turner, December 65 release, the flip side of One Heart Lonely, song entitled Funny parentheses Not Much. That one there on the OK record label. One more flip side here, as record number 39 was Bobby Taylor and the Vancouvers. I played a B-side, a song called Fading Away on the Gordy record label. It was from February 68, but the A-side was a number 29 on the Billboard Hot 100, a big number 5 R&B hit for Bobby Taylor and the Vancouvers, and going out to Mark Speck. The song is called Does Your Mama Know About Me? This is from Mark.
Understanding, or does he think the usual way? Maybe I shouldn't worry, but I've been through this before, and I'd like to get things straight before I'm knocking on your door. Does she notice what I about your friends? Do you care what people say? You accept the burdens I know will surely come your way. Maybe I shouldn't worry, but I've been through this before, and I'd like to get things straight before I'm knocking on your door. And every day I see it grow, and I don't want to let it go. I guess that's why I gotta know. Does your mama know about me? Does your mama know about me? Does your mama know?
I got caught here is what I did. You saw Johnny G scoot out of here for a sec. That's going out to Mark Speck, Bobby Taylor, and the Vancouvers from February 1968. Their big hit on the Gordy record label, Does Your Mama Know About Me? Well, don't tell her. Let's continue here with a couple more here. And Let's see, where did I leave off here? Here we go. For this next singer, he's mostly associated with jazz music, but this side is actually a pretty cool record. I mean, I like this side. Actually, it's a B-side. The A-side is called Can't Take My Eyes Off You, which is a cover of the Four Seasons tune, but I like this B-side here. It's pretty upbeat, and the better side, in my opinion. His name is Tennyson Stevens. Tennyson Stevens, this is on the Chess label, released in June of '69. It's called Where Would You Be? Tennyson Stevens.
Baby, you say you ain't staying for too much longer. Ooh, I got to tell you, 10 women couldn't be longer. You're not gonna go, no. You're gonna stay out here, yeah. I know something that sure rings true. All the good that I've done for you. Where would you be if you lose me? Where would you go if I said no? Where would you hide if I said cry? Where would you be, girl, if you lose me? Baby, you say my lips ain't nothing new. Ooh, I got to tell you my love is warm and tasty too. You're not gonna go, no. You're gonna stay right here, yeah. I know something that sure rings true. All the good that I've done for you. Where would you be if you lose me? Where would you go if I said no? Where would you hide if I said cry? Where would you be, girl, if you lose me? Baby, my patience is wearing mighty thin. Ooh, how can you play the game when you know that you can't win? You're not gonna go, no. You're gonna stay out here, yeah. I know something that sure rings true. All the good that I've done for you. Where would you be if you lose me? Where would you go if I said no? Where would you hide if I said cry? Where would you be if you lose me, baby? Oh, yeah. Where would you be if you lose me? I'm the best thing that you ever had, yeah.
That's Tennyson Stevens there, June '69 release. It's on the Chess record label, song entitled Where Would You Be? Where would you be now, as we are in Vinyl Treasure overtime here. Now, I'm going to need some help from you listeners out there, because Charlene nor I can find any information on this singer. His name is Sam Scott. So, Mark, do you know anyone singer by the name of Sam Scott? Now, this is from September '66, and it came out on OK Records, and it's a cover song. This is the Sam Cooke tune, "A Change Is Gonna Come," and which Sam recorded back in 1964. But this is September '66, and let's give it a spin here. Sam Scott from September '66 on the OK record label, his rendition of the Sam Cooke tune, "A Change Is Gonna Come."
Just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change has got to come. Oh, yes it is. It's been too hard, and I'm afraid to die. Don't know what's there beyond the sky. It's been a long time
afraid I'm gone. Sometimes I wonder if I'm not too late to carry on. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know a day's got to come. Oh, yes, dear. Yes, and it's been a long, long time coming, but I know a day's got to come. Oh, yes,
There you go. I don't know who that is. That's Sam Scott, September 1966. Came out on the OK record label. His rendition of the Sam Cooke tune, "A Change Is Gonna Come." Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to cool original 45s out of my collection. If you want to get in touch with me, you can send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. You can send me your requests. You can send me your thoughts about the show if you dig on the cool tunes that I play. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. If you missed any of the program, those of you that enjoy looking at the video, it should be up shortly, but you got to check it out because there might be a copyright strike or two. We'll see what happens when I played some of these records tonight. If I do, I have to just remove them, but the chat disappears. Unfortunately, that's what happens. But you can go to my website, vinyltreasures.net. You can stream or download the show there. That is where I will be. So anyway, well, thank you all for tuning in this evening, and I'll be back on the radio Saturday night at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for the 1950s and early 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. But I start on YouTube. I'll be here on Oldies and More beginning at midnight. I will be moving that show up, though. That show will begin at 9 p.m. beginning on May 7th, because May 6th is my last May 6th is my last work. I'm retiring that day, so I'll have enough time to prepare for that show and get it done earlier for 9 p.m. So that'll be that, and then I'll be back next Monday night at 8 o'clock for more of the All 60s edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show. So we're going to close the show tonight with this singer formed his own band back in 1953 and was a disc jockey at the age of 14 on WPEP in San Antonio, Texas. And after Buddy Holly died in that plane crash, he joined the Crickets in 1962 and was the lead singer for some time with their releases on the Liberty label. But then the Crickets broke up in 1965 and he signed multiple performance contracts with the ABC TV's, mainly the show Shindig. And at the time signed a record production contract with a newcomer record producer, Mike Curb, who I think he was with Tower Records at the time. And he recorded, this is actually I'm featuring his last single on the Tower label. I'm looking for his probably most desirable single. It's called City Lights, I think. I don't have that 45. That is on the want list of Johnny G. But let's give a listen. The closer tonight is his 7th on Tower, and it's from September 67. I'm talking about Jerry Naylor. Jerry Naylor on Tower Records. Today and Tomorrow is the closer tonight. That's going to do it, folks, for the All 60s edition. Thank you all, those of you tuned in on Oldies and More Radio, and also those of you watching on the Ustream. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. It will be easier with the next show, and that's going to do it, folks. Hope everybody had a nice Easter. I ate too much, but it was okay. But anyway, I will see you here next Monday night. If not, I'll see you this coming Saturday night on the 50s and early 60s of the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Closing with Jerry Naylor.
say that you're making a fool of me. I should be hurt, but it don't bother me. So come on, baby, show me they're wrong. With your love, I will be strong today.